Manchester City 4, Crystal Palace 2. Just win the game. That was the directive. That was the orders, and that's what Manchester City have done. It wasn't easy. It never is away at Crystal Palace. But it was easier than it has been in previous years and other years. Honestly, that was a bit more comfortable than I was expecting it to be today. I'm not saying we played perfect, and they did give us a bit of a scare here and there. They scored a couple of goals, of course. But that still was a Manchester City performance that had more than enough. Plenty of positives. Surrounded by a few negatives, but at this stage of the season, my general take is just win the game. And how you judge a great performance, it changes based on the context of the season, based on the context of the demands, and based on the fitness and the energy levels and the incredibly tight schedule that these players have got. So all things considered, with the changes, with players rested and so on, I thought that was a really satisfying win. And it was an entertaining game of football as well. It absolutely was. Shout out to Palace. They did their bit, a couple of good goals, poor defensively from City, but nicely finished goals. Schlupp and Mateta with good finishes, and they could have had maybe one or two more, particularly a chance. I think it fell to maybe Jordan Ayew, I can't remember, but Diaz blocked it. They are a good side with some good players, and it showed the level that the Premier League is at these days. But ultimately, that 3 points was the crucial thing, and I think we played pretty well. I think Guardiola will be happy with the level of performance once again, considering the demands on these players, considering where we come from, where we're going, and the expectation on this team. I'm happy with it. I'm absolutely happy with it. And that was a good performance. We got to start with King Kevin De Bruyne. Look, how lucky were we that we can put Phil Foden on the bench after a hat-trick, then witness Kevin De Bruyne do that today. 2 absolutely insane goals. A top corner from a stupid angle with his right foot. Left-footed, drilled into the bottom corner. The best left and right foot combination in world football, in my personal opinion. Stupidly good goals. And of course, he had to get an assist for Erling Haaland. The Kevin De Bruyne bingo is not completed without that happening. And he gave the man who needed a goal an absolute... He's on a play. You could not miss that if he tried. Beautiful stuff from Kevin De Bruyne. As always, Kevin De Bruyne turns up and gets a 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm looking at the stats there, De Bruyne. Just casually wonderful, casually brilliant. That's Kevin De Bruyne for you, isn't it? 4 key passes today. 2 goals. Got his assist. Absolutely marvellous. From a special footballer doing special things. And a man absolutely ready. Ready for Real Madrid. And I can't wait to see what he does in that game. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy about that. It was nice to see Phil Foden get a nice big old rest. De Bruyne, of course, stepping in. Bernardo Silva rested until the last 5 minutes as well. Oh, it's one of those things where I know there were mistakes. We did start off sloppy in that first half in particular. Second half was much better, by the way. There was still the odd counter-attack from Palace. As Selhurst Park, they are going to do that, you know. But all I care about is a win. Can you learn from your mistakes? Can you grind out a win? Can you keep that pressure applied? And of course, they can. That is all I care about right now. And I'm not going to read too much into the little mistakes. I've sort of accepted that defensively we're not too good this season. We're going to have the odd game where we defend well, but the odd game where we just sort of lose. Well, not even the odd game, most games, where we give away a stupid chance and maybe concede a goal. It's going to happen. I've accepted that. But as long as we go forward and play well and score goals, we should be able to outscore most teams. It could cost us something this season. It's very possible. I can't deny that. But what I do know is right now, we are joint top of the table. Okay, we're second. Let's not be a scouser about this. We are second as it currently stands on goal difference. We are 2 points clear of Arsenal, you know. These sides, they're probably going to win. But when you look at the games coming up, this round of games... Look, Brighton away later on today for Arsenal is not easy. They're probably going to win Arsenal, but there's no guarantee there, you know. Then you've got United tomorrow at Old Trafford for Liverpool. That is not going to be easy either. Why is Nicola in the chat saying, God damn, I don't know what's going on there, but the wife's in the chat as well. Yeah, Nicola's looking for this. See, my wife's in the chat. She's looking for this fleece to wear, but I'm wearing it. I'm sorry to the wife. I needed it. But I'm very happy about that. I'm really happy about this. We put ourselves in a good position. Just keep on winning. That's all we can ask. And the players have been better, more creative, and more energy, I would say, since that Arsenal game. Arsenal was hard, of course, but I'm very happy with it. Let's go through the players one by one. Ortega didn't have any chance really with the goals. I wouldn't blame him for the goals at all. He had, of course, that lovely little kind of turn, the calm in the most chaotic of storms, a beautiful little turn. Didn't have a loads to do, but what he did, what he could do was fine. Josko was hooked at half-time. I don't think Josko was having a terrible game, but Guardiola obviously saw something there to change it. John Stones is the one having the weak game, but Pep obviously decided that John Stones could handle the change of that. And to be fair, he did. He did. Stones much better in the second half. Akanji, once again, proven to be a fantastic footballer. For the price that we pay for him, 14 million quid, it is worth repeating because Cheeky gets so much stick every now and then. And that, look, is a masterstroke of a signing. The versatility, the composure, the intelligence, the maturity. Akanji cannot get enough credit, in my personal opinion. You know, Ruben Diaz, not at his very best right now. Maybe could have done more to stop that second goal, but also a really nice block to stop an almost nailed on of a goal, you know. Can we give Rico Lewis a bit of credit? Look, there is no finer sight, in my personal opinion, than watching a young lad, a Manchester City fan too, from around the corner in Bury, Radcliffe to be precise, be that good for City. He's had to wait his time a little bit to get his run of games this season, Rico Lewis. Understandably, given, you know, his age, given the players that we got. Pep sort of left Rico with the odd game here and there, but he's not been involved as much as maybe as he was at times last season. It was not criticism of Rico Lewis, such a smart footballer. Sometimes you've got to wait for your chance. Rico's patience, his maturity is a lesson to all. It doesn't matter the age. Sometimes you've got to wait, sit out, and make your mark when you get a chance. Pep will always say the same thing. If you get on the pitch, show me that you're there on merit. Show me why you deserve to play. And that is what Rico Lewis has done today and yesterday and the last game as well. Rico, so smart and so crucial in that role, you know. Key passes, keeping the ball, industrious work rate, and that movement, and the big goal when we needed it. Essentially the goal that put us back in front and led us towards the 3 points. Rico with a goal I will never not be happy about. Rodri, much better in that second half. Once again, another assist for Rodri. The first half was a bozo, 45 minutes from him, genuinely poor. But in the end, he ended in the way that Rodri does. 97 passes out of 104, you know, 118 touches. He got an assist, of course, for the De Bruyne's goal. Lovely, lovely stuff. Alvarez, a quiet game. Not a bad game, but a quiet game. He just seems to be the case when he goes in midfield. I'm not going to dig him out. I don't think it's the case, but he was fine. Absolutely fine. Not bad, not great. Jack Grealish, by the way. Jack Grealish is a great example of why you don't measure a game entirely on stats. Look, Grealish today, look, he didn't get an assist, he didn't get a goal, but that third and fourth goal, those goals do not happen without Jack Grealish's involvement. He has this wonderful calmness on the ball, this wonderful maturity, and once again, he sort of just helps dictate the play and slows the tempo down from out wide. And as someone kept saying on my stream, it's like a sort of hockey assist. The pass before the pass. And he's so good at creating those moments. David Silva, of course, was the best at it. And Grealish isn't David Silva, but he's got a little bit of that similar trait to him. And it's very crucial. I thought Oscar had a really nice game. Maybe a little bit quieter in the second half, but Oscar Bob is absolutely a first-team player right now. Some of the touches, his little dribbles here and there, such a special player. Still young, still got so many levels to go up through, but he will get there. I've got absolutely no doubt, and I'm very happy with his contribution. And Erling Haaland, look, he missed that sitter, of course, but you've got to bear in mind Erling Haaland, of course, he also, you know, created a couple of chances. He should have got an assist for Alvarez. He got his goal. He worked hard today. I'm fine with his contribution. I thought it was a good save, by the way, in the one-on-one from the keeper. It was a really nice... It's going to happen every now and then. It's going to happen now and then. Overall, I thought the players had a good performance. A Kanji substitution was actually what we needed. Kovacic and Nunes, when they came on, absolutely fine. Bernardo Silva helped see out the job. It was a big win, a needed win, and I'm very happy about it. Wiz with Super Chat says we need to find a balance between Foden and KDB. They're the creators and finishers other than Erling. I hope Ruben's doing all right. Please press subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much, my friend. Ruben is wonderful, and in about 5 minutes I'm going for a walk with the family after this video is finished. And you're absolutely bang on right. The biggest elephant in the room right now, of course, in Manchester City, is how do you find the perfect harmony between Kevin De Bruyne and Philip Foden, the two wonderful players, probably arguably the best 10s in the league right now, if not the world. And we have to find a way to maximise them both. It's hard. I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how you do it. And I would not be I wouldn't love to be the man tasked with that. But what I will say, if Alvarez and De Bruyne can start in midfield together, Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne can start in midfield together, because they are both much better in that role. And Foden is much better at keeping the ball and much more diligent in terms of his defensive duties. Absolutely he can, because he's a natural midfielder. That's the solution for me. Just play him together. And if it doesn't work, I don't know, but just do it. I would say just do it and go for it. I don't know. I trust Guardiola to it. Real Madrid is going to be absolutely fascinating, isn't it? But once again, Wiz, thank you so much. And Wiz is right. Press subscribe, guys. And Ruben, my son, is wonderful, mate. He went swimming with me this morning. It was great fun. You're a legend. Thank you so much. Big up Kevin as well. Sorry, Pete Shepherd, says Kevin comes through again, up the Blues. Absolutely. Pete, you're up, bang on. He is the king. And do you know what? I tweeted the other day, and I'm going to own this. I tweeted the other day that we've seen the successor. Let me find it. I want to call myself out here. I'm willing to do this. Where has it gone? Let me find the tweet. The tweet is... Here's the tweet. Feel free to rip me here. I said, and I quote, "We've seen the transition. Phil has to be central forever now. I love you, Kev, but this is your successor." And that wasn't me saying drop De Bruyne, by the way. But I'm saying this is it. This is the transition. We start playing Phil central. And we move Kev around a little bit or whatever, or we make it work. But Phil plays central. But then, as I say that, Kevin De Bruyne just shows you why he is actually the king, you know. He may be the heir apparent, but Kev is still the king and always will be. The level of brilliance that we're witnessing from these two right now, though, we're just so lucky, man. We're so lucky. It's magnificent. And the main thing for me is that we got the 3 points today. We are right there again, guys. To quote Guardiola, guys, we are there. We are right there. And what he means by that, what Guardiola means when he says that, is that it's about just being at the business end of the table, because football is so unpredictable. But if you get in the semi-finals or the final, if you get to the last 7-8 games in your title race, if you get to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, you've got a chance to win. You don't win unless you get there. And at some point, a little bit of luck plays into it. You never know who's going to get injured. You never know who's going to play into form. You never know if the referee's going to give a random penalty. But all you can do is be there. And that's why Guardiola is so impressed with his side, because they are constantly, after winning a treble, after the mental exhaustion and commitment they put in, they are still there again. They are still on for all these trophies. And that is impressive. I don't know if we'll win any of them or how many we'll win if we do, but I do know it is impressive, and it is incredible to see these players constantly finding more energy and more reasons to be motivated, because it's not easy to do. If it was, everyone would be doing it, but only the elite can do it, and that is a testament to their mentality. So I know Palace had chances, absolutely. That is life at this level. It's going to happen. But the only thing you can do is take your chances and keep working and keep trying to answer the questions, and that's what we saw today. Kevin De Bruyne, absolutely brilliant. Rico continuing to show his quality. I'm very happy with it. Roll on Real Madrid. Roll on Manchester City. We keep winning. We're unbeaten in an awful long time now. Unbeaten since Aston Villa back in November last year. This team are answering questions. Rodri's still unbeaten. Assists and goals. Things are looking good, Blues. Thanks for watching. It is Saturday. It's 10 to 3. I want some time with my family. I'm going to shoot off in a bit. You're all wonderful. Come on, you Blues. See you tomorrow for another video. Like, subscribe. Up De Bruyne. You legend. Bye-bye.